Welcome to Smokey Reacts, me boy journalist, and on this one we are back to cover the rest of the Diddler situation. This one is going to be the apology. I've been preacher covering the apology, just kind of keep the theme of how we're getting the information going. So I believe kind of this should be like the last video on it, unless there's like another ridiculous update. But yeah, this is going to be Diddy's apology to, I guess, getting caught for being on camera beating Cassie. But yeah, let's see what happens with this one. Thank you guys for joining me. Please do hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. Let's get into this.
Like, usually you're good on rating excuses. Apologies. That's your thing. And you're gonna rate this thing for us so we know what the heck going on. All right.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I made...
Rock bottom's in a Los Angeles fucking hotel. Probably 5-star amenities. That's rock bottom, my brother? Like, oh, fuck.
No excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Well, let's just go back.
You gotta do that.
We've heard no excuses, but let's count how many excuses we've heard.
The darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up.
Excuse.
I mean, I hit rock bottom.
Excuse.
But I make no excuses.
So we have at least 2 excuses
on that
beforehand.
video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
I'm not laughing at the Cassie shit. I'm laughing at the nigga saying he went to rehab because he can't not put his hands on people. That's not rehab blood. Like, this is how I know he's doing how I film these videos. I'm saying the shit to just be in my head, real time. They go into the camera. That's it. That's how I know he's doing. That don't even make sense. Rehabilitation for beating on people.
Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Of course, nobody's really having it, but I really want to know, how would you rate that?
It's like a 2.
Oh, that's the calculation face. Oh, it's crunching the numbers.
I give it 3 Karen tears out of 10.
3 Karen tears out of 10 is good.
3 Karen tears.
Yep.
Why so low, Abba?
The apology or the restitution has to match the act. If I smack you in the face out of nowhere,
yeah,
really hard,
yeah,
and I'm like, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No, we fine.
But if I say something like, yo, like, oh, I don't think you look good out of nowhere, and you didn't even ask, like, hey, you know what, that's my bad, I shouldn't have said that. That's something
that matches.
That matches.
Yeah, we have a match.
Someone says, I take full responsibility.
What does that mean?
I take full accountability.
What does it mean?
Because let's see.
When the allegations first came out, I remember he was calling her a liar. He was saying she was a liar. A bunch of people was trying to get him. It was untrue and stuff like that. My question to you is he sorry it happened, or is he sorry he got caught?
This is
Definitely got caught.
Fluffy Daddy just a few weeks ago.
Fluffy Daddy.
For the last couple of weeks, I've sat here silently to watch people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, my legacy, my take that. Sickening allegations. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. He's talking about Cassie, the one he was beating right there. Let me be absolutely clear.
Oh, clarity. You have clarity here.
I did not.
Oh shit.
I never did.
Sleep with that woman. Wait, no.
Any of the
That was
wrong black man. Did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Signed, the Diddler. Now, this man, that was his response. And it's easy to decide to take accountability once there's nowhere else to hide.
Hey, wow.
See, when you had the position of power, when your high-priced lawyers came through, was you about taking accountability then? No, you did everything to avoid it.
That's a bar.
Now that you have no choice but to take accountability, you're saying, no, boo-boo. You're not taking accountability. It's being shoved down your throat and forced.
Facts.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. The difference between someone coming out of their own will and wants to come to apologize to you and someone having to do it because someone's holding a gun to their head, we know that difference.
Yeah,
We know
that's
the
facts. That's facts.
So, the apology is trash. It's horrible. The only thing that could have made it worse was being like, I'm sorry you felt that I abused you.
Ah,
That's the
facts.
only way that you could have made it worse.
No, because no.
You know those apologies?
No.
The apologies that are not apologies?
I understand
I'm
what you're
sorry you feel
Yeah,
disrespected.
but the video, we could clearly show that she felt something, and it was just not in her feelings.
Well, I'm sorry you felt like I beat your ass and dragged you across and threw a flower pot at your head. I'm sorry you feel that way. Crazy. That's a 1 out of 10. That's a 0.
That's a 0.
Yeah.
That's a sub.
That doesn't matter what you do.
That's in the negative.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
The lack of care in how he shoots it as well. Like, yeah, fuck it, they're both predators. Let's compare them. At least what R. Kelly was trying to get us to believe that he was not as bad as he was, at least he sat down with Gail. It put a suit on, changed the venue, really tried to give some like effort into it. So this then makes me have the thought of, R. Kelly's still a predator. But at least he cared enough to try and make the apology have some weight. Versus this, some random fucking house. You just filming the fucking shit in some random ass fucking like backyard. Like sound, like the audio quality on that apology is terrible. Like there's no effort. It's the most low effort shit ever.
In the wake of this, in relation to the last conversation we had, the son came out and defended his dad after the video came out?
He did?
He came out and he said, guys, this is something from 2016 and they handled it then. Why y'all bringing it up now? That was his response to seeing that video.
Son, you know what? And I try to see in the last video that we did, I tried to see the perspective of the maybe. You know what I mean? Playing devil's advocate. But goddamn, playing devil's advocate is really just an expression. I'm not actually talking about the devil. But in this case, goddamn. No, you cannot beat up. It's just, for real, you know what? Son, I'm going to give you an advice for you. Shut the fuck up. Sit that one out. Sit down. Reflect on it.
Listen.
God damn. That's a complete disregard for people. If you coming out and that's your excuse, that's your...
Goddamn, Chrome crashed. Hold on.
Jeez. That's your thing. And you're going to rate this thing.
Like, there's dozens of things from her track. It ain't Ghostbusters. Thing you never did in the statement before.
Sit down. Reflect on it.
Listen.
God damn. That's a complete disregard for people. If you coming out and that's your excuse, that's your...
You know what accountability would look like? Why don't you go on and admit all the other evil things that you claim you never did in the statement?
Facts.
Go ahead and admit to those things. Don't just apologize Don't say you're asking God for forgiveness. There's people you hurt on this earth that you have to pay restitution for. And it ain't just God that you got to look to. It's got to be the people that you hurt. Now, they could choose not to forgive you, but have you ever tried to actually make amends for all the evil things that you've done to people? Have you begun to sow the seeds to undo the wrath that you've brought upon the land?
We're just going to play this religion angle for 2 seconds. How the book is written, nobody on the land actually has right to carry any issue with me because they are not without sin. Or if they have revenge in their heart, what did God say? Leave that to me. That's not for you. That is for me. Like, him asking for God because he's trying to play on people's Christian beliefs is again why I find such an issue with Christianity, is because it just removes all access of fucking any power that I want to take back for my own self. Because if I want the revenge, it's up to God. Oh, if I want to call somebody out for being a sinner or somebody doing ill acts, I'm a sinner too, so I can't cast stones. Like, it's just, oh, fucking, the Western Christianity, or just Christianity as a whole, how I see it sometimes, I just be like, cuss, like, it's just, it's such a tool for just finessing people that it's any religious base for its ferment on helping somebody get through life is just, it's just so perverted that it holds no water to me now.
It's not enough to just, I'm talking to God. Okay, well, you know what? God also wants you to take action in real life.
Some of us are not Christians.
You slap your wife, you don't go just talking to God. Who do you have to talk to?
The police.
It ain't Ghostbusters. So I just see stuff like this, and the mentioning of God bothers me. Not because I don't think there's nothing good to come from like having that conversation and finding that forgiveness in yourself and with your higher power. Good. There's people here that you hurt. Yeah. That's the one portion of it. Second thing is, the more you peel back the layers, like when you go read the Cassie allegations, like there's dozens of things from her being trafficked by this guy, him sitting in the corner while other dudes are taking like she's being forced to do these things. There's some really disgusting stuff that he needs to. You want arrested? Come and actually admit to what you did.
Because the thing is, you just apologize for that day.
Yeah.
In the book is full. What about the other days?
Oh. What about the other people?
What about the mother of your child? Of your kids?
Yep.
It's the other things. It's the things that we did not see. The things that are not backed up the things that are not backed up with a camera. The things that we don't know about, that you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You claim it's you dark times and stuff like that. What people are claiming is not times or a period. They're depicting an individual over a long period of time with different people. Yeah, you're right, man. I think whenever people are like, I'm taking full responsibility, what really does that mean?
I think it's just lip service. So that people just say the right things because they think they're the right things to say. And look, I get it. You're ashamed of something. Maybe you did something bad. You don't want to come forth and admit it. You deny because you're not ready for the social ostracization. Then it blows up in your face and now you can't deny it. So you got to... I think there's ways which I can understand someone denying the evil things that they've done. But you also have to understand that people are not going to give you the grace that you didn't give them when you lied to them.
Facts.
You haven't earned it. You haven't earned it. And if you want it, you got to take action. That's all that matters. But the truth is, this man has done a lot of evil things. Everything from beating all the women in his life to including his mother. When I heard he was slapping his mom,
What?
I'm like...
I didn't even hear that one. That's new.
Hey, yo, some of y'all built different. That's crazy. And you go on to learn all the weird, funky shit that this guy's done to supposed men in the industry as well. And it's like, you're taking responsibility? My friend, I don't think there's enough bullets that you could put in your own temple to take responsibility for some of the evil shit that you've done. But hey, that ain't for me to decide. That's for the people you hurt and your maker. So, the internet's not the one you got to be apologizing to. They're not the ones who were hurt by this. They're not the ones who were beaten for 10 to 11 years. So, that's what I think about this.
The apology, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But I'm not having it, really.
I mean, even the apology, what did he admit to? It was so short. And he didn't admit to nothing. He didn't talk about how he's doing restitution. He didn't talk about... Like, if you think about it, the PR never ended. This isn't an apology. This is just enough so that the people who want to support him can feel like, oh, well, you know, he's talking to God. Oh, he's doing the steps or whatever it is. Boss, guess what happens when you beat people up for years and you beat them repeatedly with weapons? You go to jail. That's what happens. You don't get on Instagram and make a video and get away with it.
Nope.
How you take a responsibility? Walk your ass to the courthouse and then I'll believe you.
Yeah.
Walk your ass to the courthouse, admit it to all the things that you've done, okay? Go to jail, and then maybe we could actually have a conversation.
That's account.
Well, that's where the American justice system and how we view justice in America, or I'm gonna say North America because the man is from Canada. It's such a punitive thing that, like, say he did throw himself on the mercy of the court and the court gave him fucking 12 years and he wouldn't serve those 12 and he admitted to all his fuckery. That's supposed to be the process, but it's not for reformative justice. It's not for anything besides a punitive punishment. That's all we want. We want somebody to hurt because they hurt us, instead of having a system that is for reformation, where if you have done something bad, you have decided that you don't want to do that bad thing again, there's a cost that must be paid. We have a system that has we'll say allotment of years for X amount of crimes or whatever it may be. Like, that system is there, and during those however many years, you were supposed to be a reformed person to come back on the other side of that. But we don't have that type of system, and that's why recidivism is such a high fucking thing in the criminal justice system in America, is because of this, is because it's only punitive. It's not to reform a person. And then for the one apology for the act that he did on the day, if that had been the only act or whatever, and you did want to make life changes and you have changed since then, the lie on that day and then to come and get found out after, that's where all the work that you've done, if you have been that bad person on that day and then tried to change after, that's where you fucked it, because you can never lie on the shit that you did before. You gotta own that shit. But that's how change works. I did do that shit on Tuesday, Wednesday, from that day after, and every day since. I've not done that shit. I'm not that person no more. But I will never lie on the fact that, yeah, I did the dumb shit I did on Tuesday. You're gonna have to always carry that because you did do that shit. It's like, change is so hard but so easy, because the hard part comes from when you have to actually take accountability actively always, because you have to decide to, like, not want to be that person no more. It's like when I decided I didn't want to be a cheater no more. I just was like, yo, I'm not doing this shit no more. And then every day after that, you have to. But you have to admit to being this kind of person before and have to carry that shit. Otherwise, all the work and the stuff that you're doing holds no validity, because you try and act like you were never a person that did do these things before. So there's no credibility that we can lend to you if ever found out to be that person. And this is why, like, the mountain of shit plus is why all the fucking Diddy's credit is just fucking shot to shit. This is a terrible fucking situation. This is a terrible situation.
Accountability, and that's responsibility.
Yeah.
Take the plane back. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Go meet with the people that you hurt.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come back on land.
Fucking coward.
Come back here.
Hey. And all the people, all the guys, all the people I saw who were getting on videos loudly defending him. Then this video come out, they make a little, get on camera. Get on camera and say how evil that was. The same way you've voraciously defended the man. I think I invented that word. It don't matter.
No, I think it should be a word.
It didn't matter.
Because the thing is that you said it and it made sense.
But okay.
So to me, it's
There's a word that's close to it. I just don't know what it is.
veracity.
No. Doesn't matter. All that matters is this. All the people who are defending him loudly,
I love how he's Googling
y'all should
it.
be also admitting you was wrong. That's it.
Say it.
But anyways, that's it for today's video. What y'all think about the apology? Rate it out of 10.
It's a word. Voraciously is a word. Like, usually you're good on.
All right. Yeah. Nah, apology. I say it's a what's it called? What I call it, a 2 or 3? Yeah, nah. That's a, at the end of all of it, we'll call it a 0. Hopefully, not the end of this, but like, hopefully there's no more other videos of this shit. Cause just go to court. Feds, do your job. That's it. Niggas' business gonna get sold off. If you got Bad Boy merch, sell that shit now. Otherwise, like, that shit's gonna be worth nothing. The legacy of Biggie is getting tarnished right now. Craig Mack was right. Mace was right. Oh fuck. I want a surviving Diddy now. I want, but only from the artist side. Like, when I say only from the artist side, everybody else come out, but like, I want to see what the artists have to say. Where's Shorty from Danity Kane? Where's Dawn? Where's she at right now? No, what's her name? Aubrey. Isn't that her name? Aubrey. The white girl who was just not taking shit from this nigga. Fucked her whole career off because that nigga just was like, nah, I still got power. But like, yo, Shorty caught that nigga early. Fucked up the whole band. And not saying that that was like an issue, just like, she was like, I'd rather fuck all this shit up than to keep dealing with your bullshit. Go, shout out to Shorty, because she caught that shit early as well. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for joining me. Please do hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.